Here's something I tell people all the time. Before you take financial advice from anyone, ask one simple question. How do you get paid? Think about it this way. If you walked into a car dealership, you'd probably expect the salesperson to recommend one of the cars on the lot. If you hired someone to help you evaluate every vehicle on the market, you'd expect a different kind of recommendation. Neither person is necessarily dishonest, but the way they're compensated may influence the options they present to you. The same idea applies in the financial world. Understanding how an advisor gets paid helps you better understand the incentives behind the advice you're receiving. Hi, I'm Mark Robertson, a certified financial planner. For more than 25 years, I've helped individuals and families make important financial decisions. And one thing I've learned is that many people don't understand how financial advisors get paid. That's not their fault. The industry can be confusing, but once you understand compensation, you'll be much better equipped to evaluate the advice you're receiving. Let me paint a quick picture. Imagine two advisors sitting across the table from you. The first advisor earns more money when certain products are sold. The second advisor gets paid the same regardless of what they recommend. Both might be great people. Both might genuinely want to help you. But one compensation model naturally creates fewer conflicts of interest than the other. Over the last 25 years, I've found that most people don't ask enough questions about compensation. They're focused on credentials, investment performance, or whether they like the advisor personally. Those things matter. But understanding how someone gets paid can tell you a lot about how their business works and how their recommendations are made. That's what this video is about. Let's walk through the four main ways financial advisors get paid. Commission-based. This is the oldest model in the industry. A commission-based advisor earns money when you buy a financial product, an annuity, a life insurance policy, a mutual fund with a sales load. The more you buy, the more they earn. And the products that pay the highest commissions aren't always the best products for you. I want to be clear. There are commission-based advisors who do great work and genuinely put their clients first. But the compensation structure itself creates a built-in tension between what's best for you and what's most profitable for the advisor. It's just something to be aware of. Hybrid fee plus commission. In a hybrid model, the advisor charges you a fee, usually a percentage of your investments, but can also earn commissions on product sales. This might sound like the best of both worlds. The key is understanding that multiple compensation methods can create multiple incentives, which is why it's important to ask questions and understand exactly how your advisor is paid. When an advisor can earn a bonus for recommending one product over another, it's worth asking whether that recommendation is truly in your best interest or partly influenced by their compensation. Again, this doesn't mean hybrid advisors are dishonest. It just means the incentive structure has some built-in complexity that's worth understanding. Fee-based assets under management. Fee-based advisors charge a percentage fee based on the total value of the investments they manage for you. They don't earn commissions from selling products. This model aligns the advisor's success with the growth of your portfolio, which is a good thing, but it's not perfect. Because they only get paid when you invest with them, there can be a subtle incentive to encourage investing even when your money might be better used elsewhere, like paying off high-interest debt, building an emergency fund, or getting the right insurance coverage. One way I explain this to clients is that when compensation is tied to investment assets, the conversation naturally tends to focus on investment assets. That doesn't mean the advice is wrong. It simply means it's important to make sure other financial priorities are receiving the same level of attention. If you've followed my content for a while, you've heard me compare a financial plan to a boat. The hull protects you. This represents your emergency fund and insurance. The sail helps you move towards your goals. This represents your investments. The anchor represents debt and other things that can hold you back. A good financial plan pays attention to all three. The challenge with some compensation models is that they may naturally focus more attention on one part of the boat than the others. That's why understanding compensation matters. It's always fair to ask what services you're receiving for the fee you're paying and whether those services provide value to you and your family. At the end of the day, most people don't need more financial products. They need a plan. They need someone who can help them understand their options and make informed decisions. Fee only. Fee only advisors are compensated only by you, the client. No commissions, no kickbacks, no referral fees, no bonuses from product companies. They might charge a flat fee, an hourly rate, or a monthly retainer, but the money always comes from you, never from a product sale. That means their only incentive is to give you the best advice possible. The advisor isn't compensated differently based on which product you buy or how much money you invest. That doesn't guarantee perfect advice, but it can reduce many of the conflicts that exist in other compensation models. How to tell the difference? Here's a quick way to figure out where your advisor falls. Just ask. A straightforward, how do you get paid, will usually get you a clear answer. And if it doesn't, if someone gets uncomfortable or vague, that's useful information too. You can also ask, do you or your firm receive any compensation from third parties for recommending specific products? That question alone can clear up a lot. Wrap up. At the end of the day, understanding compensation isn't about catching someone doing something wrong. It's about understanding the environment they're working in. Imagine two doctors. One gets paid more when they prescribe a particular treatment. The other gets paid the same regardless of what they recommend. Most of us would want to know that before making an important decision. Financial advice is no different. The more you understand about compensation, the more confident you'll feel evaluating the advice you're receiving. And confidence based on knowledge is exactly what I want for you. Remember, the goal isn't to find a perfect advisor. The goal is to find an advisor whose expertise, compensation structure, and values align with your needs. In the next video, we're going to talk about credentials and fiduciary standards, what they mean, and how they can help you identify professionals who are committed to serving your best interests. My goal with these videos is simple: to help you make confident financial decisions and avoid costly mistakes. Because when you understand how the financial world works, you're in a much better position to build the life you want. I'll see you in the next video. If you found this helpful, subscribe or visit robertsoncfp.com. I'd love to help you feel more confident about your financial decisions.